everyone. Today we're going to start a new chapter, and that chapter is fractions. So in this chapter, our first subtopic will be proper and improper fractions. So now let us start the topic. What is a fraction? A fraction represents a part of a whole or more, generally any number of equal parts. For example, 3 by 6. The 3 represents the number of shaded parts, and the 6 represents the number of parts the shape is divided into. The 3 is at the numerator. That means the numbers which are at top is called the numerator. And the 6 is a denominator. That means numbers which are at the bottom are denominators. What is a proper fraction? A proper fraction is where the numerator, which is the top number, is smaller than the denominator, which is the bottom number. We just now learned this. So for one question, which clouds have improper fractions in them? 1 by 9 is a proper fraction. Yeah. 7 by 3? No, it's not a proper fraction. 5 by 3 is also not a proper fraction. 8 by 10 is a proper fraction. 3 by 8 is a proper fraction. 2 by 5 is also a proper fraction. And 6 by 7 is our last number fraction, and that is also a proper fraction. That means these all are proper fractions. So now these are more examples of proper fractions. 5 by 6, as the 5 parts are shaded and 6 parts shape is divided into 6 parts. 1 part is shaded and the shape is divided into 4 parts. So we'll have some questions to test what we just now learned. So the question will be, what proper fractions are shown in this picture? So there are some bars which are shaded and which are not. So what will be the proper fraction? For the number 1, 4 parts are shaded and 2 parts are remaining. So what is 4 plus 2? It is 6. That is also an easy way to find out the parts of a shape without having to count all of them. So it will be 4 by 6. So the proper fraction of the first one will be 4 by 6. So now let us do the second one. Second one, 4 parts are shaded and 4 are not. So what is 4 plus 4? It is 8. So that means the proper fraction for the second one is 4 by 8. Now let us solve the third one. What is a proper fraction for the third one? There are 5 parts shaded, whereas 5 parts are not shaded. So that means 5 plus 5, which is equal to 10. So that means the proper fraction for this third one is 5 by 10. Now let us learn about improper fractions. An improper fraction is where the numerator, which is top number, is bigger than the denominator, which is the bottom number. So now let us solve this question, which means we have to find out the improper fraction. 7 by 6 is an improper fraction. An improper fraction. 2 by 6 is a proper fraction. 9 by 12 is also a proper fraction. 7 by 2 is an improper fraction. 4 by 3 is an improper fraction. 2 by 1 is also an improper fraction. And 6 by 5 is also an improper fraction. So that means these fractions are improper. So what is 7 by 6? That means 7 parts of this shape is shaded and the shape is divided into 6 parts. So that means we have to take 2 shapes, as in one shape it is fully shaded, and then the second shape it is only one part shaded. and we'll take 5 by 4 also. That means 5 parts are shaded and 4 parts are done. The shape is divided into 4 parts. So we'll take 2 shapes for this also, as 5 is more than 4. And in the first shape, it will be fully shaded, and in the second shape, only one part will be shaded. So now let us also solve some questions to check if what we learned about improper fractions. The questions are, what improper fractions are shown in these pictures? First one is, one shape is fully shaded, that is 6 parts. So the numerator is 6 plus 3 parts which is shaded in the second shape, which is 9. So 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So that means our numerator is 9. And how much parts are left? That is 3. And how many parts are shaded in the second shape? 3. So what is 3 plus 3? That is 6. So that means the improper fraction for the first two shapes is 9 by 6. For the second one, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, as we took 2 4s as 2 shapes had 4 parts and all of them were shaded. Now, what is the third shape? One part is shaded. So what is 8 plus 1? That is 9. That means our numerator is 9. How many parts are not shaded in the third shape? 3. And how many parts are shaded? 1. So what is 3 plus 1? 4. So that means our denominator is 4. Improper fraction for the second one is 9 by 4. Now let us find the improper fraction for the third one. Our first shape is divided into 8 parts and all of it is shaded. So that means we have our numerator is to begin with 8, and then we will add some more parts which are shaded, which we will add to 8. And now in our second shape, only 4 parts are shaded and 4 parts are not. So we will add 4 to 8, which is 12. So that means our numerator is 12. And there are 4 parts not shaded. So in the second shape, we'll have to look how many parts are not shaded, which is 4. And how many parts are shaded in the second shape? That is also 4. So what is 4 plus 4? That is 8. So that means the improper fraction for the third one is 12 by 8. So what did we learn today? We learned what are fractions, about proper fractions, and about improper fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications and upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Continue with the same chapter, fractions, whereas we're going to learn about a new subtopic, and that subtopic's name is different types of fractions. So now let us start the chapter. Our first fraction is proper fraction. We actually learned what is proper fraction and improper fraction in our previous video. So that in this video we'll actually just be revising about them. So proper fraction is a fraction that has a numerator smaller than a denominator, and that is called a proper fraction. For example, 1 by 3, 33 by 100, and 3 by 8 are proper fractions. Like 1 by 2 is also a proper fraction. A second one, improper fraction. A fraction that has a numerator greater than or equal to the denominator is called an improper fraction. For example, 4 by 3, 100 by 33, and 8 by 8 are improper fractions. 5 by 2 is also an improper fraction. Our third type of fraction is mixed fraction. A combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. For example, 2 1 by 3, 3 3 by 10 are mixed fractions. 2 1 by 2 is also a mixed fraction. Our fourth type of fraction is like fraction. Fractions having the same denominator are called like fractions. Like for example, 1 by 10, 7 by 10 and 3 by 10, they are all like fractions. One rule we have to remember while using like and unlike fractions are that they will always be in a group of two fractions or more. They can never have one fraction of a group, because that not be a like fraction. It will become a improper or proper fraction. 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4 all have the same denominators. So that means they are like fractions. Number 5, unlike fractions. Fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 1 by 9, 7 by 8 and 3 by 4 are unlike fractions. 1 by 2, 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 also are unlike fractions, as they all have different denominators. Our sixth one is unit fraction. Fractions having 1 as the numerator are called unit fractions. For example, 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 are unit fractions. Our seventh and last one, equivalent fractions. Fractions that represent the same part of a whole are said to be equivalent fractions. For example, 1 by 10 and 2 by 20 is equal to 2 by 20, because when you multiply 1 into 2 and 10 into 2, we will get 2 by 20. 3 by 10 and 27 by 90 are also equivalent fractions, because when you multiply 3 into 9 and 10 into 9, we will get 27 by 90. Like 2 by 2 equals to 2. 4 by 4. 4 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 8. 2 by 3 is equal to 6 by 9. 4 by 12 is equal to 2 by 6. 1 by 5 is equal to 2 by 10. These are all equivalent fractions. We can make the equivalent fraction by multiplying or dividing both numerator and denominator by the same number. For example, when we multiply 6 into 1 by 4, we will get 6 by 24. That means 1 into 6 is equal to 6 and 4 into 6 is equal to 24. That means 1 by 4 is equal to 6 by 24. So 10 by 12 is also equal to 5 by 6, because when we divide 10 by 5, 10 by 2, we will get 5. And when we divide 12 by 6, we will also get 12 by 2, we will get 6. If the product of the cross multiplication is equal, then also the fractions are equal. For example, 3 into 8 is equal to 6 into 4, which means 24 into 24. 24, which is 3 by 8 is also equal to 24, and 6 by 4 is also equal to 24. That means when we multiply 2 into 3 by 4, we will get 6 by 8. We will learn about this cross multiplication method in our next videos. So stay tuned to watch about that. So this will be basically a mind map of all the types of fractions we just now learned. Types of fraction. A proper fraction is a numerator is smaller than the denominator. Example, 1 by 3, 33 by 100 and 3 by 8. Improper fraction the numerator is bigger than the denominator. For example, 4 by 3, 100 by 33 and 8 by 8. Mixed fraction is a combination of whole and proper fraction. For example, 2 1 by 3 and 3 by 10. Number 4. Like fraction. That means they are having the same denominator. For example, 1 by 10, 7 by 10 and 3 by 10. Unlike fractions, they are having different denominators. For example, 1 by 9, 7 by 8 and 3 by 4. Number 6. Unit fractions. That means they are having 1 in their numerators. For example, 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3. Our seventh and last one is equivalent fractions, which represent the same part of whole. For example, 1 by 10 and 2 by 20 are equivalent and 3 by 10 and 27 by 90 are equivalent. So, what did we learn today? We learned about proper and improper fractions. We learned about mixed fractions, about like and unlike fractions, and about unit and equivalent fractions, and also about the different types of fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications when I upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to continue with the same chapter, fractions. But as we're going to learn about a new subtopic today, and that subtopic's name is simplifying fractions and conversion of mixed to improper fraction, improper to mixed fraction. So now let us start the lesson. What are the rules of simplifying fractions? When the numerator is 1, the fraction will never reduce. For example, the fraction is 1 by 2. We cannot simplify 1 by 2. Our second rule is that when the denominator is a prime number, then the fraction is also not reduced. Like in this fraction, 4 by 7, the denominator is 7 and we cannot reduce it because there is no factor of 7 except 1, and we can never reduce any fraction to 1. When the numerator is 1 less than the denominator, then the fraction will also not reduce. For example, 4 by 5. Our fourth rule is that when the numerator is the prime number and it does not divide with the denominator evenly, then the fraction will also not reduce. So our fifth rule is that when the numerator and the denominator are even, the fraction will always reduce. So first, to reduce 8 by 10, we will have to find out the HCF of 8 and 10. That is 2. So then we will have to divide 8 by 2 and 10 by 2, which is 4 by 5. When we divide 8 by 2, we will get 4, and when we will divide 10 by 2, we will get 5. So that means when we simplify 8 by 10, we will get 4 by 5. Our sixth rule is that when the numerator divides the denominator evenly, the fraction will always reduce. For example, 5 by 50. When we divide it by 5, we will get 1 by 3. And our last rule is that when the numerator and the denominator can be divided by a common factor, the fraction will always be reduced. Now we will learn how to simplify fractions. Fractions can be written in simplest form, which is also called the lowest term. We can call converting a fraction to its simplest form reducing the fraction to the simplest form. The simplest form is when the HCF of the denominator and numerator is both 1. Using HCF, this is how we can find out the how we can simplify a fraction. Our first way will have to be to list out the factors. Then we'll have to find out the HCF, which is the highest common factor, and then we'll have to divide the top and the bottom by the HCF. So we have to, if we want to simplify 32 by 36, what will we do? We'll first find out the factor, list out the factors. So we listed out over here in these two lines. Now we will have to find out the highest common factor between them, which is 4. So now we'll have to divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. So when we divide 32 by 4, we will get 8. And when we divide 36 by 4, we will get 9. So that means when we simplify 32 by 36, we will get 8 by 9. Now we will learn about mixed numbers versus improper fractions. When we convert or change an improper fraction to a mixed number or mixed fraction to an improper fraction, the values of each are still the same. Now let's look at how this improper fraction and mixed number represent the same amount. So what does 7 by 2 mean? 7 by 2 means we have 7 1 by 2 pieces. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This black represents the ones which are not counted. What does 3 1 by 2 mean? 3 1 by 2 means we have 3 wholes and another 1 by 2. So 1, 2 and 3. We will get 3 whole, and now we'll have to count this 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So this is our proper fraction. This one is also not counted. So what we learned from this? We learned that we can convert mixed numbers or mixed fractions to improper fractions, and also vice versa. They both are different fractions but still represent the same amount. Now we will learn conversion from improper to mixed fraction. First, divide the numerator by the denominator. Then we will write down the whole number answer, and then we will write down the remainder above the denominator. For example, our improper fraction will be 9 by 2. So when we divide 9 and 2, we will get 4 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. For example, it will be 4 1 by 2. So that means 9 by 2 is equal to 4 1 by 2. Now we will learn about conversion from mixed to improper fractions. First, we'll have to multiply the whole number part by the fraction's denominator. For example, mixed fraction is equal to 5 1 by 2, and 5 into 2 gives 10 as the product. And now we will have to add that to the numerator, and then we will write the result on top of the denominator. Now we got 10 as the product. Now we will have to add 10 to the numerator. So what is the numerator? The numerator is 1. What is 10 plus 1? It is 11. So our denominator will be the same. It will never change. So that means 5 1 by 2 is equal to 11 by 2. So what did we learn today? We learned about simplifying fractions, the rules of simplifying fractions, mixed fractions versus improper fractions, conversion of mixed to improper fractions, and conversion of improper to mixed fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications when I upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. the same chapter, fractions, where we're going to learn about a new subtopic, and that subtopic's name is comparing and ordering fractions. So now let us start the topic. So comparing and ordering fractions, as we already learned before, 3 is a numerator and 5 is a denominator. These are the signs we use for comparing and ordering fractions: greater than, equals to, and less than. So if the numerator is same, we have to compare the value of the denominator. For example, 1 by 4 and 1 by 8. So we have to choose a smaller denominator, which is 4. So that means 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 8. So now let us check how to compare and order fractions if the denominator is same. So if the denominators are same, we'll have to compare the value of the numerator. For example, 9 by 24 and 12 by 24. So we have to choose a bigger numerator, which means 20 by 24 is bigger than 9 by 24. So now, what happens if the denominator is different? We will use the butterfly method. For example, 3 by 5 or 2 by 3. Which one is bigger and which one is smaller? So the step 1 is first multiply 3 and 3, which is 9. Step 2 is to multiply 2 and 5, which is 10. And step 3 is to first check which one is bigger, 9 or 10. As 10 is bigger than 9, our answer will be 2 by 3 is bigger than 3 by 5. Now we'll check with another example. And that example is 8 by 9 or 6 by 8. Which one is bigger or which one is smaller? So in step 1, we'll have to multiply 8 into 8, which is 64. And then in step 2, we'll have to multiply 6 into 9, which is 54. In step 3, as 64 is bigger than 54, we will choose 64, greater than symbol to the 64. So that means our answer is that 8 by 9 is bigger than 6 by 8. So now let us learn about the ascending order of fractions. So the ascending order of fractions means ordering number from smallest to largest. For example, we'll arrange 11 by 12, 5 by 8 and 3 by 4 into ascending order. So how to do this? This division will be used in our workings. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is a very important concept we have to note. The 4 is divisor, 2 is the quotient, 11 is the dividend and 3 is the remainder. So now let us check if this theory is actually true. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. So what is 4 into 2? Yes, it is 8. And now we have to add 8 with the remainder, and 3 is the remainder. So it is equal to 8 plus 3, which is equal to 11. And the dividend is 11. So now let us find the arranging. Let's arrange them in the ascending order. So our step 1 will be to find out the LCM of 12, 8 and 4. As we already learned how to find the LCM of number, it will become 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 24. So the step 2 will have to find out the factor of each fraction. It will be LCM by denominator. It will be 24 by 12 is equal to 2, 24 by 8 is equal to 3 and 24 by 4 is equal to 6. So the step 3 is to convert all the denominators to LCM numbers. It will be 11 into 2 by 12 into 2, 5 into 3 by 8 into 3 and 3 into 6 by 4 into 6. So 11 into 2 is equal to 22 and 12 into 2 is equal to 24. So it will become 22 by 4, 24. The 5 into 3 is equal to 15 and 8 into 3 is equal to 24. 3 into 6 is equal to 18 and 4 into 6 is equal to 24. So this is our fractions. Now we'll have to arrange them in our ascending order. So now step 4 is to all the denominators are same, which means they are like fractions. So now we have to compare the numerator or denominator and arrange them in small to large number. So it will first be 15 by 24, then 18 by 24, and then 22 by 24. So step 5 is to now write the ascending order in their original forms, which is 5 by 8, 3 by 4, and then 11 by 12. First descending order in step 4 and 5, we have to arrange the fraction in large to small. If you didn't understand what the last line meant, we will again learn this whole thing again for this as per descending order. So now let us learn about the descending order fraction. Descending order fractions mean ordering numbers from the largest to smallest. So these are the numbers. So step 1 is to find out the LCM of 12, 8 and 4, like usual, 24. Step 2 is to find out the LCM of each fraction. Everything will be same as with the ascending and descending order until the third step. And then in the fourth step, we'll have to, now all the denominators are same, which means the like fractions. And now we have to compare the numerator or denominator and arrange into large to small. So it'll be different. So it'll become 22 by 24, 18 by 24, and 15 by 24. Now let's go. Step 5 is to write them in our original form. So it is 11 by 12, 3 by 4, and 5 by 8. So what did we learn today? We learned how to compare fractions if the numerator is the same, if the denominator is same, and if the denominator is different. And we also learned about the ascending order fractions and also about the descending order fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications when I upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Everyone, today we'll continue with the same chapter, fractions, whereas we're going to learn about a new subtopic, and that subtopic's name is adding and subtracting fractions. So now let us about topic. So now let us learn how to add and subtract like fractions. So if you want to add or subtract the like fractions, first we'll have, what we have to do is that we have to add or subtract the numerator and keep same denominator, which will be the like fraction. 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5 is equal to 2 plus 3 by 5. That is the correct way to add like fractions. So for example, if you want to add 3 by 7 and 2 by 7, we need to just add them. 3 by 7 plus 2 by 7 is equal to 3 plus 2 by 7, which is equal to 5 by 7. If we want to subtract, we can subtract 2 by 7 from 3 by 7. It will become 3 by 7 minus 2 by 7, which is equal to 3 minus 2 by 7, which is equal to 1 by 7. So how do we add or subtract unlike fractions? To add or subtract unlike fractions, we have to find the LCM of the denominators of the given fraction. And then we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator of each fraction by a number such that each denominator becomes equal to the LCM. 2 by 7 plus 1 by 3, it will not be equal to 2 plus 1 and by 7 by 3. It will not be like that. It will be 6 plus 7 by 21. We'll just take the LCM of 7 and 3, which is 21. We'll multiply 2 into 3, 6, and 1 into 7, which is 7. So it will be 6 plus 7, which is equal to 13. So the answer of 2 by 7 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 13 by 21. So now let us check some examples on how to add and subtract unlike fractions. So to add unlike fractions, our example will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. So in this, we have to notice that the denominators are different. 2 and 6, they are different. So our step 1 will be to, since the denominators are different, we must rewrite the fractions so that the both fractions have the same denominator. So, in shorter words, we must find the LCM of 2 and 6. So, the LCM of 2 and 6 is equal to 6. Now what you have to do? Yes. Now you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator of each fraction. Sorry, what is 6 divided by 2? Yes, it is equal to 3. So it will become 1 by 2 into 3 by 3, which is equal to 3 by 6. And 1 by 6 will not change as the denominator 1 by 6, which is 6, is already this LCM of the number. So it will become 3 by 6 plus 1 by 6. 3 by 1, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So it will become 4 by 6. Therefore, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 is equal to 4 by 6. Now, let us find out the example for subtraction of unlike fraction. So, our example is to subtract 3 by 8 from 5 by 12. So, first we'll have to find out the LCM of the denominators, which is 8. The denominators are 8 and 12. So, the LCM of 8 and 12 is equal to 24. So 3 by 8 will be equal to 3 into 3 plus by 8 into 2, which is equal to 9 by 24. And for 5 by 12, it will become 5 into 2 by 12 into 2, which is equal to 10 by 24. Now we have to subtract 9 by 24 and 10 by 24, which is equal to 10 by 24 minus 9 by 24. And what is 10 minus 9? Yes, that is equal to 1. Therefore, 5 by 12 minus 3 by 8 is equal to 1 by 24. Now, what if we want to add or subtract the fractions which have their co-prime numbers as their denominators? Let's first resort to an example first. So, which is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Now you have to notice that the denominator, which is 2 and 3, they are co-prime numbers. So the LCM of 2 and 3 will be 6. So it will become 1 into 3 by 2 into 3 plus 1 into 2 by 2, 3 into 2, which is equal to 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6. So that is equal to 5 by 6. Therefore, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 5 by 6. Now let us use for subtraction. Our example will be 7 by 8 minus 11 by 15. So our LCM of 8 and 15 will be 120. So it will become 7 by 15 by 8 into 15 minus 11 into 8 by 15 into 8, which is equal to 105 by 120 minus 88 by 120. 105 minus 88 is equal to 17. So therefore 17 by 120 is equal to 7 by 8 minus 11 by 15. Now what if you want to add or subtract fractions which has one denominator is the multiple of the second denominator? Addition, we'll choose 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. Notice that 2 is a multiple of the denominator 1 by 4, which is 4. That means 2 is a multiple of 4. The LCM of 2 and 4 will be 4. So it will become 1 into 2 by 2 into 2 plus 1 by 4, which is 2 by 4 into 1 by 4. That will become 3 by 4. Therefore, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4. Now let us use for subtraction. For subtraction, we'll take 59 by 60 minus 15 by 30. The LCM of 60 and 30 will be 60. So it will become 59 by 60 minus 15 into 2 by 30 into 2, which is equal to 59 by 60 minus 30 by 60. 59 minus 30 is equal to 29. Therefore, 29 by 60 is equal to 59 by 60 minus 15 by 30. Now let us learn how to add and subtract two mixed fractions. There are two ways to add and subtract mixed fractions. So this is the first way, and in the next slide we will learn about the next way. So the question is 7 3 by 5 minus 4 5 by 6 plus 3 2 by 2. So firstly we have to solve the whole part first. which is 7 minus 4 is equal to 3, and 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So that in the end we'll put a I part because we'll need it later. Then we'll have to solve the fraction part, which is 3 by 5 minus 5 by 6 plus 2 by 3. So the LCM of 5, 6 and 3 is equal to 30. So we'll convert 3 by 5 into 6 by 6 minus 5 by 6 into 5 by 5 plus 2 by 3 into 10 by 10, which is equal to 18 by 30 minus 25 by 30 plus 20 by 30, which is equal to 18 minus 25 plus 20 by 30. It will become 13 by 30. And at the end, now we'll have to combine the I part and the I part. So the I part is 6 and the I part is 13 by 30, which is equal to 613 by 30. Now let us learn about the second way. It will be the same question. So firstly, we'll have to convert the mix to improper fraction, which is equal to 5 into 7 plus 3 by 5 minus 6 into 4 plus 5 by 6 plus 3 into 3 by 2 by 3, which is equal to 38 by 5 minus 29 by 6 plus 11 by 3. The LCM of 5, 6 and 3 is equal to 30. So 38 by 5 into 6 by 6 minus 29 by 5 into 5 by 5 and 11 by 3 into 10 by 10. It will become 228 by 30 minus 145 by 30 plus 110 by 30. It will become 22 by 8 minus 145 plus 110 by 30. So that will become 193 by 30. So the answer of this question will be 193 by 30 or 613 by 30. So what did we learn today? We learned how to add and subtract like and unlike fractions, how to add and subtract fractions with co-prime numbers as denominators and fractions with one denominator as a multiple of the second denominator, and adding and subtracting mixed fractions in two different ways. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications and upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Everyone, today we're going to start with the same chapter, fractions, whereas we're going to learn about a new subtopic, and that subtopic's name is real life examples of fractions. So let's start the lesson. So these are some real life examples of fractions we'll be solving together. So our first question will be, Aditya has 3 2 by 3 chocolate bars and Rahul has 1 5 by 6 chocolate bars. How many chocolate bars do they have all together? So, how do we solve this question? To solve this question, we will have to add 3 2 by 3 plus 1 5 by 6. So, when we add it, we'll have to first convert both of them into improper fraction. So, it will be like this. We'll first write word problems or statements on them, then we will do the addition. So number of chocolates Aditya has is equal to 3 2 by 3, and the number of chocolates Rahul had is 1 5 by 6. So the total number of chocolates altogether they have is 3 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5 by 6, which is equal to 11 by 3 plus 11 by 6. So now we'll have to find out the LCM of 3 and 6. The LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. So it will be 11. That will become 11 into 2 by 3 into 2 plus 11 into 1 by 6 into 1, which is equal to 22 by 6 plus 11 by 6, and which is equal to 33 by 6. Now we will have to simplify 33 by 6. So when you simplify it by 3, we will get 11 by 12. As this is an improper fraction, we'll convert it into a mixed fraction. When we convert it, we'll get 5 1 by 12. Therefore, Aditya and Rahul has 11 by 2 or 5 1 by 2 chocolate bars all together. So now this is our second question. Shivatsan had 611 by 15 cans of paint. Use 38 by 15 cans for painting his room. How many cans of paint are left with him? So how do we solve this? We will subtract 611 by 15 and 38 by 15. And for both of them, the denominator is same. We don't need to find out the LCM. We just need to convert them into an improper fractions, subtract them, and if necessary, we'll convert them from improper fractions back to mixed fraction. So our first statement will be number of cans Srivatsan had, which is 611 by 15. The cans of paint Srivatsan used, which is 38 by 15. So therefore, the cans of paint left is equal to 611 by 15 minus 38 by 15. 611 by 15 is equal to 101 by 15, and 38 by 15 is equal to 53 by 15. So it will become 101 by 15 minus 53 by 15. 101 minus 53 is equal to 48, and as the denominator is same, we don't need to subtract it. And then we'll convert them into a mixed fraction, which is 33 by 15. As we can simplify the fraction, we can just convert it to simplify the 33 by 15 into 31 by 5. Therefore, Srivatsan has 48 by 15, 33 by 15, or 31 by 5 cans of paint left with it. This is our last real life example of fraction. The question is, Miss Tawari had 6 liters 800 ml of butter. She gave 1 by 2 of her butter to her neighbor and spread 1 by 4 of the remaining butter over her sandwiches. How much butter is remaining? So how do we solve this? First we'll have to find 1 by 2 of 6 liters 800 ml, and then when we get that, we'll have to find out the 1 by 4 of the 1 by 2 of 6 liter 800 ml. And then that 3 by 4 which is remaining will be the answer. So first we'll write capacity of butter Miss Tiwari had, which is 6 liter 800 ml. Capacity of butter which she gave to her neighbor, which is equal to 1 by 2 of 6 liter 800 ml, which is equal to 3 liters 400 ml. The capacity of remaining butter spread over sandwiches is equal to 1 by 4 or 3 liter 400 ml, which is equal to 850 ml. Therefore, the butter remaining is equal to 6 liters 800 ml divided by 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 liters 400 ml divided by 1 by 4, which is equal to 850 ml. So the remaining butter which Miss Tawari had with her is 850 ml. So what did we learn today? We learned real life examples of fractions and how to solve real life examples of fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications when I upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to continue the same chapter, fractions, where we're going to learn about a new subtopic, and this is our last subtopic, multiplying and dividing fractions. So let's start. First, let's learn about multiplying fractions. So for example, we'll choose 2 by 3 into 3 by 4. What do we have to do first? We'll have to first multiply the numerators. So 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Then second is to multiply the denominators, which is 3 into 4 is equal to 12. Then we will cancel down or simplify it if necessary. So 2 by 3 into 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 12 or 1 by 2. Let's now get some more examples. What is 2 by 5 into 3 by 4? It is 6 by 20 or 3 by 10. 1 by 4 into 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 8. What is 3 by 4 into 4 by 5? It is 12 by 20 or 3 by 5. What is 4 by 7 into 2 by 5? It is 8 by 35. Now what is 1 by 6 into 2 by 5? 5 by 12 into 2 by 5. 5 by 9 into 2 by 3 and 3 by 8 into 4 by 9. Now let's solve it. 1 by 6 into 2 by 5 is equal to 2 by 20 or 1 by 15. 5 by 12 into 2 by 5 is equal to 10 by 60 or 1 by 6. 5 by 9 into 2 by 3 is equal to 10 by 27. 3 by 8 into 4 by 9 is equal to 12 by 72 or which is equal to 1 by 6. Now let's learn about multiplying mixed numbers. So first, we have to change the mixed number to an improper fraction. Then we'll multiply as before, and if necessary, we'll cancel it down, and if it's still an improper fraction, we'll make it a mixed fraction. So what is 1 by 4 into 2 by 7? It is 10 by 28 or 5 by 14. 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 is equal to 7 by 6 or 1 by 6. 3 by 4 into 4 by 5 is equal to 27 by 20 or 7 by 20. 4 by 7 into 2 by 5 is equal to 77 by 35, 11 by 5 or 1 by 5. Now let's learn about multiplying fractions and whole numbers. So first we will have to make the whole numbers into a fraction. So we'll make them 2. For example, the whole number is 12. We'll make them a fraction 12 by 1. Then we'll multiply the numerators and denominators are same, and if cancelled out and change to a mixed number if necessary. What is 3 by 4 into 6? It is 18 by 4 or 1 by 2. 7 by 8 into 12 is equal to 84 by 8 or 1 by 2. 5 into 3 by 10 is equal to 15 by 10 or 1 by 2. 5 by 7 into 4 is equal to 20 by 7 or 6 by 7. What is 7 into 2 by 5? It is 14 by 5 or 4 by 5. Now let's learn about cancelling down. It is often easier to cancel down before you multiply. When you are multiplying fractions, any numerator can be cancelled against any denominator. For after multiplication, it will be 5 by 8 into 16 by 25 is equal to 80 by 200. First we have to find the HCF of 80 and 200, and then we have to divide it by that HCF, and then we will get the answer. But before multiplication, if we do like 5 and 25, we'll get 1 5. It will become an 8 into 16, we'll get 1 by 2. So it will become 1 by 1 into 2 by 5. And 1 by 1 is not even counted because it does not carry any value. So the answer will become 2 by 5. Another example for cancelling after multiplication is equal to, for example, 7 by 12 into 16 by 49. It is equal to 112 by 588. Then we have to find the HCF of 112 and 588, which will take a very long time. And then we will have to divide the number by the HCF, and then we will get the answer, which is 4 by 21. But if we cancel before multiplication, for example, 7 by 12 into 16 by 49, we'll get 1 by 3 into 4 by 7, which is equal to 4 by 21. So my question now is that which one is easier, cancelling after multiplication or before multiplication? I think cancelling before multiplication is easier, as it can be done easily and you don't need to find the HCF of anything. So it will be 4 by 21 or cancelling before multiplication. If you multiply a number by 1, it does not increase or decrease. For example, 3 into 1 is only equal to 3. If you multiply a number by 0, you will get 0. For example, 3 into 0 is equal to 0. If you multiply a number that is larger than 1 by a proper fraction, the product is less than the original whole number. If you didn't understand, I'll explain it to you with an example. So the example is 4 into 1 by 2. 4 into 1 by 2 is equal to 2. And 4 is bigger than 2. So this means that if we multiply a number larger than 1, like 4 by a proper fraction, which is 1 by 2, so 4 into 1 by 2 is equal to 2. That means the product, which is 2, is lesser than the original whole number, which is 4. And if we multiply two proper fractions together, the product is less than either of them. For example, if we want to multiply 3 by 4 into 1 by 2, we will get 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is smaller both by 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. We'll take another example. 1 by 2 of 3 by 4 is equal to 3 by 8. Of means multiplication. And if we also reverse it, we'll get still the same answer, which is 3 by 4 of 1 by 2 is still equal to 3 by 8. Now let's learn about dividing fractions. For example, 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 3. So first we'll have to turn the dividing fraction upside down and then change the division sign into multiplication sign. When we turn the dividing fraction upside down, this is called to get the reciprocal of a fraction. The second step is to multiply the numerators and denominators. And then, if necessary, we have to cancel down and change to mixed numbers. For example, 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 5. For example, 3 by 7 divided by 2 by 5 is equal to 15 by 14 or 1 by 14. 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 8 is equal to 24 by 4 or 6. 5 by 6 divided by 1 by 3 is equal to 15 by 6 or 1 by 2. 4 by 9 divided by 1 by 2. What is that equal to? Yes, 4 by 9 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 8 by 9. Now let's learn how to divide mixed numbers. For example, 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 2. So first we'll have to change our mixed number to an improper fraction and we'll divide as before. And then we'll cancel down and change to a mixed number if necessary. Therefore, 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 24 by 5 or 4 by 5. For example, 1 4 by 5 divided by 1 by 3 is equal to 27 by 5 or 5 by 5. 2 1 by 3 divided by 7 by 9 is equal to 63 by 21 or 3. 3 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 8 is equal to 56 by 6 and 9 1 by 3. What is 3 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 6? Yes, you are right. It is 66 by 21 or 3 1 by 7. 9 by 10 divided by 1 by 5 is equal to 45 by 60 or 3 by 4. Now let's learn about dividing fractions and whole numbers. So first we'll change the whole numbers into fraction. Then we'll turn the dividing fraction upside down and multiply the numerators and the denominators. This means we'll just divide as before. Then we'll cancel down and change to mixed number if necessary. Therefore, 8 divided by 3 by 5 is equal to 40 by 3 or 1 by 3. For example, 6 divided by 2 by 3 is equal to 18 by 2 or 9. 4 divided by 2 by 5 is equal to 20 by 2 or 10. 7 divided by 5 by 6 is equal to 42 by 5 or 82 by 5. 5 divided by 6 by 7 is equal to 35 by 6 or 55 by 6. 8 divided by 7 by 9 is equal to 72 by 7 or 10 by 7. 3 by 4 divided by 6 is equal to 23 by 24 or 1 by 8. If we divide a number by 1, it does not increase or decrease. For example, 3 divided by 1 is equal to 3. If we divide a number or a number larger than 1 by a proper fraction, the answer is greater than the original number. For example, 4 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 8 and 8 is bigger than 4. If we divide a larger fraction by a smaller one, the answer will always be more than 1. For example, 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 8 is equal to 6. How many 1 by 8 are there in 3 by 4? Yes, there are 6 1 by 8 in 3 by 4. So if we multiply 1 by 8 into 6, we will get 3 by 4 as the answer. So what did we learn today? We learned multiplying fractions, mixed numbers and fractions and whole numbers, how to multiply fractions, facts about multiplying fractions, cancelling down fractions, dividing fractions, mixed numbers and fractions and whole numbers, how to divide fractions, and facts about dividing fractions. So if you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get more notifications when I upload more videos. Thank you and have a nice day.